Hi there, Phil Simborg with a position from the finals match from last weekend's Michigan Summer Championships. I was playing the great Mike Senkowitz, and I was red, leading 6-3 in a match to 11. So I'm 5 away, and Senk is 8 away. I'm red on roll, and had a cube decision to make here. So why don't you take a look at this position and see what you would do as red as me, and of course if I did decide to double, decide what you would do if you were blue, which is Senkowitz. If you can't see the numbers, the pip count is 77, 87. Blue is leading. He's up 10 pips in the race. Okay, I decided to double this, and of course Senk took the cube, and at the time and afterwards there were several people that questioned my wisdom in doubling. I'm ahead in the match, and I shouldn't be taking strong chances with the cube when you're winning. Given my opponent an opening, he is up 10 pips in the race. If he rolls a 3 and pops out, I could be in big trouble. And it certainly wouldn't be fun to see him be returning a 4 cube in my face anytime soon. It turns out that my cube decision was correct, and Senk was correct to take the cube as well. If you look at the numbers, I'm favored to win this game almost 77% of the time, and that's the key number that people don't understand in positions like this. This is a much stronger game for red than it appears by just looking at the pip count. This opening is not a real immediate threat to me, unless of course he rolls a 3. And if he rolls a 3 very soon, there's no question I'm in trouble, but I'm not out of it. He has to get out, and only 6 of his 11 threes pop out. Double 3 doesn't, 3-1, 3-2, and the ones that don't pop out, I have an opportunity to hit him here, even if he rolls a 3, and if he does pop out, I have an opportunity to possibly hit him in the outfield, and even if he escapes, he's not a big enough favorite immediately to redouble me. Or if he does and makes a mistake of redoubling me, of course I take the 4 cube. I'm not happy, but I certainly have strong chances as well. If he doesn't roll the 3, every roll that goes by, I become a much bigger favorite to make the 4 point, or to point on him and cost him quite a bit in the race. Or even if none of those things happen, I'm playing my checkers efficiently and moving them forward in the race, whereas he's crashing extra checkers down to the 1 and 2 and 3 points. And those of you who know and understand wastage and bear off, he's going to have a lot more wastage. In addition, he's not going to be able to play 6s. If he rolls a 6, it counts as a 0. If he rolls a 6-1, 6-2, 6-4, 6-5, double 6s. It's like missing a turn. So I have a very, very good chance to gain in the race, and I have a very good chance to close them out. Gammons were not much of a factor, as you can see, 2.5% versus 1%. So I didn't really even think about the possibility of gammons. The way it played out was, and I don't remember the exact sequence, but I rolled something, he rolled a nothing, and I rolled a 6-2 and made the 1 point, and he didn't come in for a while, and I eventually closed the board and won the game easily, taking a very strong lead in the match, winning 8-3, which is 3 away, 8 away, making it pretty tough for even the great Mike Senkowitz to win. Although I've lost from better positions than that. The next game he doubled me, I think, a little bit too early. I took the cube and gammoned him for the match. That's how it ended. But this was a key cube that even some very, very fine players criticized at this score. I had a discussion with this with several of my close friends, mentors, and teachers, Kit Woolsey and Perry Gartner in particular, that both in effect poo-pooed the score here as a factor. When you're 5 away or more, you pretty much should make your initial cube action very close to what you would at a money game. And this business about going odd even and winning 1 point versus 2 points can be very critical at some scores, and certainly critical as you get closer to the end of a match. But you really need to make your decisions based on the position, almost as if it was a money game or what we call normal match score with normal take points, as far as the initial cube goes. And I really did approach it that way. And there's another reason that I turned this cube. Not that I thought that Senk or anyone of Senk's caliber would drop. There's nothing to that there. I know, especially down in the race he's going to take. But I had some great advice from Neil Kazaros before the match, saying put him under pressure. There's no pressure if I don't cube here. And I'm sure Senk felt a little bit pressured with this cube. I would be. Anybody would not be happy to get the cube here. You'd much prefer that your opponent would roll without doubling. So that was one of the key things that caused me to turn the cube. I call it Simborg's Law. Think about what your opponent would want you to do and do the opposite. And I thought if I was Senk, I would rather not get the cube here. I would rather Phil just rolled. And I wanted to make him feel uncomfortable. And I can't tell you how he felt inside. But I can tell you that I would have been uncomfortable getting this cube, so I turned it. And it's thrilling that it worked. If it didn't work, I would still be showing you this cube, believe me. I think it's, I don't play hindsight on how it happened to turn out. It was a good cube, a good take, a good result, great tournament. Thanks for watching.